Hi everyone, it's me, Sally, aka Sailor Tarot Magic, and we're gonna do tarot today for Earth signs Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn for the full moon in Virgo, which is happening tomorrow, Tuesday, March 7th. How's everyone doing tonight? So, we're at the third installment, and we're doing this at night, so I feel like there's a different vibe. And I look paler in this light. Okay, so what does a full moon in Virgo mean for you? Okay, so the full moon in Virgo is bringing about a very much active energy, which is contrast to the Pisces sun energy. So, what I've been explaining is every astrological season has a full moon in the opposing sign. So, what does this mean? Okay, so Pisces, we know since I mentioned it in the last video, Pisces represents a dreamy fantasy energy and is very much about what is hidden, what is not seen by the eye, like being led by feelings. And Virgo is in opposition to this, which is more about getting stuff done, being grounded, stability, analyzing within what you can see. And we need both of these energies. So this is going to be a call to balance within what is seen, what is not seen, what can be done physically, and how it makes us feel, because both need to exist. So, this is the time to really reflect on what's working, what's not working, because the full moon is about manifestations and releasing. So, what is it that you want to release that is no longer serving you? And what is it that you want to build upon? What do you want to focus on? What do you want to grow? So, Virgo is a mutable earth sign and it is governed by Mercury. And Mercury is the planet of communication. So, I believe I explained this in a previous video. So, when it comes to the breakdown of astrology, you have three different aspects. So if you have like a Venn diagram or something, so you have the planets, the signs, and the houses. So if I'm a multidisciplinary artist, so I break it down like such. The planet is the subject. The sign that it happens to be in is the shade or the color that you paint that subject. And the house is the perspective or the angle of where you're seeing it, how you're seeing it. Are you seeing it from the front? Are you seeing it from the back? Are you seeing it from the side? And this translates to your birth chart. Okay, I could go off on a tangent when it comes to that, but I just wanted to give you a baseline to understand. So, when it comes to the full moon in Virgo, say you have your birth chart, look to see where Virgo lands in your chart, because that is the aspect of your life that will be highlighted this full moon in Virgo, because we know everyone is feeling the heightened emotions during full moons. Me personally, I really enjoyed the full moon in Virgo because this is the time where I feel motivated to get certain things done that I normally don't have the energy to do and normally don't like doing certain things, like those very much tedious and time consuming and labor intensive things where I suddenly have the energy to do them and I almost enjoy it. Almost. Okay, so what other announcements? Okay, so if you are interested in learning tarot for yourself, I will be holding a webinar Thursday, March 30th, and this will be via Zoom, and I will talk about how the difference between tarot and oracle. I will be talking about how to strengthen your intuition using tarot, what kind of questions you can ask, and easy systems to memorize the meanings and classify and organize. Oh, that's a Virgo theme of how to classify and organize different suits and the cards and all that fun stuff, and how it's related to astrology and numerology. So if you're interested in that, I do have a Google form that you can fill out that is in the description of this video. Okay, so if you are liking my videos, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. It does help out my channel. Thank you so much. And please keep in mind that this is a general read. So if this message doesn't resonate with you, it could be that I'm not picking up on your energy. And if you watched the last couple installments, I had some broad messages, I had some specific messages. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so the oracle card deck I'm using is Moonology, which really goes great with the full and new moon readings. And the tarot deck I'm using is Mystic Mondays, which I haven't used in a minute. So, okay. All right. So if your sun, moon, or rising is an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, then this message is for you. And if you would like a personal read, you can call or text. My number is 732-314-0777. Or you can DM me on Instagram. Okay, that's the last of the messages, I swear. Okay, so now we are officially into the tarot portion, and I will pull an oracle card. Okay, what is the message for earth signs? What do they need to know for this upcoming full moon in Virgo? Give me one oracle card. All right, I'm going to shuffle a couple more times, and then I will pull a card. New moon in Capricorn, your hard work is paying off. Okay, so that's very much earth sign energy. Okay, so this is telling me that you're going to lean into the full moon in Virgo energy and really use it to fuel your goals and your desires. So whatever it is that you may have been feeling like you don't really have that much energy to get all the things you want to get done, this is going to give you that boost. This is going to give you a little launch. And I've been calling it the, final energetic push. So you will see that rewards. So whatever you get out, whatever you put in, you'll get out, and it's very much a symbiotic thing. Okay, so we'll take that message with us into the tarot read. Okay. You didn't see that. All right. What is the message for earth signs? What do they need to know for this upcoming full moon in Virgo? Give me 5 cards. We'll shuffle a few times and then we'll get to the message. So, usually at this point, I'd notice if there was some sort of collective theme. There isn't one. It's all over the place. The other thing I forgot to say is this upcoming full moon is also a super moon, so it will appear larger, being that it'll be closer to the earth, more visible, brighter. I already noticed it. I think it was on Saturday, and it's waxing, but it gets really close. I think tomorrow morning we'll be able to see it. I mean, Eastern folks, but whenever, the full moon is coming. And, get ready for the heightened emotions. Yeah, so We seem to be hitting all the aspects. All right. I've been trying to shuffle thoroughly, especially with this deck because I haven't used it in a minute. Okay. All right. So, what is the message for Earth signs? What do they need to know for this upcoming full moon in Virgo? Give me 5 cards, and we'll start with the present energy for the Earth signs. Temperance reversed. Okay. So something threw you off course. So this could be like your routine getting thrown off because there were certain changes involved. Maybe there was changes to your schedule or changes to your duties, and you're feeling like you woke up on the wrong side of the bed. And this is kind of an ongoing feeling that you're having where it's like, when am I going to feel like myself again? When am I going to feel comfortable again? And it's almost like, not like you're spiraling out of control, but you're just like, it's just an awkward and uncomfortable feeling where it's like, nothing is sitting quite right, and things aren't like super neat and in order like you're accustomed to, and it's kind of irritating you, is what I'm getting. And again, like, this isn't like a major problem or issue, but it's definitely something that's like picking at you and eating at you and annoying. Yes, you're feeling annoyed. Okay. So what is the past relevant to the situation? Okay, Queen of Wands. So in the past, you were in your groove, you were in your routine, and you were getting stuff done, and you were seeing like you were seeing that you were making things happen, and then something just kind of like, I don't know, something took your mojo, and now it was like you had to put in a little bit extra effort, and things weren't happening as smoothly, and it was just like, something's like getting at you, and you can't quite put your finger on it, but you know that it's there, and it's just like, how do I get rid of this? And why is this ongoing? Okay. Never had a message like that before, so I'm very interested to see what the future slash advice is. Okay, and let's keep in mind that this is fire sign energy so far. You have Queen of Wands, which is fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and then Temperance reversed is a Sagittarius card. So if you have fire in your chart, I suggest you also watch the next video, since that'll be the last one to close out the full moon in Virgo. Okay, so what is the future slash advice for Earth signs? High Priestess. Okay. So this is very much in line with Pisces season energy. And whatever it is that's, annoying you or picking at you or irritating you, it's nothing that's like tangible. So it's not so much on the physical realm, but it's more like a mental battle or struggle where it's like a fake out. So, High Priestess is talking about tuning in to your internal messenger and your intuition. And you may be thrown off course, which meaning this could spiral into a bigger thing if you ignore it, or if you try to solve it in not the correct way. It's like, I'm thinking like, if you're trying to like swat a bug, and you use like something that's way too large and harsh, and then you just end up knocking all your shit everywhere, and then not getting the bug, like you'll see that in like comedy movies and stuff. So be careful of that, because you may make a bigger mess trying to solve the problem, and then you have a bigger problem, and you still have the initial thing annoying, irritating you. Okay, so why is this all happening for Earth signs? Wheel of Fortune reversed. Okay, so you very much feel like things are not in your control, And you don't like that. You don't like feeling like you're not in control. And some of it needs to be released. So you kind of had to let go of certain elements and aspects, like this is not something I can change, and this is not something within my realm, so I got to let it go. And that may be difficult for you, especially being an earth sign, and wanting to hone in on everything, but you can't. That's not possible in this situation. So understand that things can work in your favor, but in order for that to happen, you have to let certain things go, because I feel like you have a really tight grip on certain things, and it's about loosening that grip and trying to go with the flow a little bit at least. Yeah. I'm also seeing heavy feminine energy in this spread, which is telling me, and again, it doesn't matter like where you land on the gender spectrum, male, female, whatever. Hone in on your feminine qualities. So that's intuition, that's your emotional side, the non action, more emotion, and see where how this is playing a role. Because something that I say a lot is that your emotions are like antennas, they're signals, they're trying to get you to pay attention to something. So I feel like you may need to reflect on that and be like, what are my emotions trying to tell me? Okay, so what is the best possible outcome this full moon in Virgo for earth signs? Six of Swords. Six of Swords. Okay. So this is telling me you may be comfortable where you're at, but you may need a change of scenery. So I don't know if this means, a different residence, a different job, or just, you may need to take a vacation, or go off the grid or whatever. But this is saying that a change is necessary, because it's almost like, I don't know, like it's not as, again, dramatic as like Tower or whatever, but this is saying like, you wherever you're at currently, and within your comfort zone, your days are numbered, and things are going to change. And do you want to get ahead of that curve and be, or do you want to be pulled by force into another situation? And this is part of the lesson of you to like let go and surrender, and go where the universe is taking you. And I very much mentioned this in my Instagram video, where I said, I had a plan, but the universe brought other things to the forefront for me that wasn't part of my plan, but I went with it, and it ended up being a positive experience. So I feel like this is the type of situation that you're about to go into as well, earth signs. So looking at this as a whole, I do see the balance, the themes that I talked about in the beginning of this video, of your emotions and your dreams and your mental world colliding with the physical world, because you are getting things done, but there are changes coming, and I don't know how you're going to take that. I feel like you're very comfortable where you're at in your comfort zone, and you don't want to move from there, but you may have to, or you may not have a choice. So it's about, are you going to voluntarily go with that, or are you going to be removed by force? And then again, it may not be that dramatic, but Six of Swords is telling me that there's going to be some sort of transition. And it may not be physical, it could be, just like in the headspace, a different perspective, but there's definitely a change coming. So be mindful of that. And don't let it throw you off from your goals, because this could be a blessing in disguise, and you may not be seeing it that way, because you're very set in your ways, and you like the expected, and you don't like surprises. And, that's what I'm getting from this. Okay, so that is the reading for you, Earth signs, and you can take that with you into the full moon in Virgo. So, if you would like to do some sort of ritual for the full moon, it's all about releasing, manifesting, and having that energy work for you, which I feel like Earth signs and Virgo is an Earth sign, and you may be a Virgo as well or have Virgo in your chart. So, I feel like this should be a positive transit, and check where Virgo, what house it lands in your birth chart if you really want to know how it's going to affect you on an individual level. Okay, so that is the message for you, Earth signs. And remember, energy is your greatest currency. So if you have fire sign in your chart, I will be doing that next. And if not, I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye.